So this is a 2016 Yamaha Wolverine R Spec. I was going to buy a Polaris Ranger diesel because I do diesel performance and I thought it'd be cool to build one up. However, they're really hard to find, and they're within $2,000–3,000 of what a brand new Yamaha Wolverine costs. So after a little bit of reading, decided to give this a shot. I'm just going to go over a few things. I watched a lot of videos and read a lot of stuff, as much as I could find before spending the money. I was $14,000 and some change out the door. I think Camo with power steering is the most expensive option in the R Spec. I didn't care for the green. Blue was okay. I figured white would probably work out like a white hat does for me. A couple things. I got the winch thrown in with it, which is super awesome. The bracket is nice. The wiring kit's awesome. It's specifically built for this machine. It goes on nice. The install's clean. I really like that part. Couple things that I noticed when I picked it up. The A-arms were really discolored, and I think it might have sat in the sun, even though I couldn't see any other signs of sun damage. We put 30 miles on it yesterday, me and the wife and kids, and one thing I will say, I know I'm gonna lift it a little bit, put some bigger tires on for ground clearance. This thing throws mud like crazy. I just got done cleaning it and there was mud everywhere. So I'm gonna see if I can build some mud flaps, maybe get some bigger fender flares made for it. Anything over 10 miles an hour, it would just cover you in mud. I really like the ride. The suspension's awesome. I'm pretty hard on things off-road and I expect a lot out of it. So we beat on them pretty hard. I mean, take good care of it, service it, maintain it. This thing will end up with all kinds of goodies on it, and we'll use this around the house. I just pulled a dead tree down over there with the winch and drug it out back. So get a little utility trailer. It's got a 2-inch receiver. I think it'll work nice. So mud flaps are a must. Needs a little more ground clearance. I'm fine with the 700 motor. Obviously guys are doing some clutching work to these, and now I understand why. Seems like the more throttle you give it, doesn't really seem to make a difference. So that power is going somewhere, and obviously not to the ground. So it's not a huge deal. I had a Polaris Razor 1000. It had a ton of power, but didn't hold up too well for me. So I'm hoping the Yamaha will come through. I love the 4-wheel drive. You can switch it while you're driving, no problems. Go from 2 to 4 to diff lock. While you're running, it'll kind of pull power for a second while the diff lock engages, but it seems to work really well. We had it on some pretty aggressive stuff yesterday. I'd like to find some doors that are a little taller. I'm not going to complain. I mean, it comes with doors, and most of the other stuff out there for this kind of price, you don't get doors, you get nets. The handles are pretty low for me. I'm 6'3", so we got to bend down to grab them. Maybe the lift will help with that. One thing I read about was the floor breaking. I don't know if you can see that, but it's broke away around this bolt, and there's kind of a hump here, and this one's starting to crack. I don't love that. I'm gonna talk to the boys at the dealership and see what they think about that. I got 50 miles on this bad boy. Looks like the other side's doing the same thing. There's kind of a hump, a bulge right here, and I mean, there's a good couple inches between the skid plate and the floor, so we definitely didn't hit anything. I do think that's super awesome. You get a full skid plate, and These little bars here are pretty sweet. Kind of helps you push around trees and stuff like that normally you'd hit your rear tire on. Hopefully I'm not missing anything, just trying to cover it and not make it too boring. Give you guys some good information if you're out looking for one like I was. I think overall I'm happy. A few little things, like I said, that will make it a lot better. They seem to vibrate quite a bit. Obviously it's a single cylinder. The seats were rattling just a little bit, and the sun top or the roof makes a little noise, so I'm gonna have to do a few things, but yeah, it's not the end of the world. I think it's a good machine. I think it's solid. I think it's gonna hold up well. Get the lift on it, bigger wheels and tires, get the lights on there. We go out and play with these in the deep snow and mud, and push them pretty far. My buddies and I have a lot of fun with these, so this one will be cool. I can use it and play with it also. Maybe I'll put 2 seats in the bed and extend the cage for the little ones if they don't want to ride their bikes. I'll call that good for now. Keep you guys posted as we modify and upgrade, and if there's anything you guys want to know, let me know in the comments and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks, hope it was helpful.